Hi, welcome back to the Overchan Chatter. I just realized my sign ain't straight, but I don't care. I'm here with you to recap Belle Collective Season 3, Episode 1. This is episode is labeled Zaddy in the middle, but I think it should be Latrice, you got problems at the house. That's what I think it should be. Okay. Latrice has a nice house. She got a new warehouse. She's talking about her and Cliff how they've been married for 7 years and that they don't have kids, but some of Cliff's children have moved back on the property. Notice not in their home, but on their property. And it's great grandkids, and she said it's a lot of fun seeing her husband with kids, with the grandkids, but it's a lot of work. And she don't really want to have kids for a couple of reasons. One is because she don't think she'd be good at it, and the second was she don't want to lose her shape and stuff. And currently in the Jackson, the city that they live in, it's a water crisis, and she said due to that water crisis, the city is just really having a lot of problems, people being sick. And it has been issues for a lot of people, but it's not one for her because she lives on the outskirts of Jackson. And since one person in particular we meet is Joshy, and he's her store manager, and he was having some issues with the water, so he's living with her now, apparently rent-free. And when they do the shot of Jossie, he's very flamboyant and funny, and they are friends and employees, which makes I can imagine makes a relationship very difficult if you don't know how to balance it. But they don't want him to live there because Jossie don't get along with Clifton, and him and Clifton argue all the time. And Josh and Cliff don't get along because Josh is opinionated. He sees something or he say something about anything, he just gonna say what he want to say. And you know you ain't supposed to live like that when you live in somebody's house. That's rude. That's rude. Okay, and then Latrice and her husband are sleeping in the same bed. We find that out because we didn't know that before. And Josh pretty much is talking. He's in the room at the Cliff leaves or whatever. Latrice and Joshy are in the room, and he just says, you know, he just seemed like he ruled the roost around here. It's like he got a leash around your neck. Anything he tell you do it. And so then we go to Letitia Pierce, and she telling us how bomb she is. Ever since the reunion, she been booked and busy, and she lets us know on the way as she's going to pick up her son from her husband that she had sex with Glenn during the reunion, and then after having sex with him, that she moved back home, and she don't know why she did, because as soon as she moved back home, she discovered he was backed up to his old tricks again. So this is why she going to pick her son up, because the father and son was spending time together. He took him to get his hair cut or whatever. So anyway, when she showed up at the park, the little boy wanted to play with his daddy, but see, he's still trying to get his wife back. So he starts off with the BS, and he asks her if her name is still his same last name, and you know, she like, listen, I don't know what he said. You know, I thought we were starting over. I moved back in with you, and now I'm back in my mama house. And he said, you ain't supposed to be at your mama house because I'm your wife and you my husband. And she said, you supposed to realize that before you did the things that you did. And then he tells her, she says, your son really loves you. And he says, if my wife just had just a little bit of that. And then he said, he an 80-20 type of man. And she said 80-20. He said, if you can deal with the 20%, then you'll love the 80, which was cute. But who the fuck want to deal with anything? And he says, you know, he said, you playing with me, you let me in, you let me out. You do the same thing. She lets you in, you let her out. You cheat on her, you tell her you're going to do right, she come back. You fuck up, she get rid of you. You say you're going to do right, you come back. You doing the same thing that you say that she's doing to you. And then you saying how you was so insulted that at 23 years of marriage, that she said that she felt weird having sex with you, and then that y'all had to wear a condom. And he felt like he was a sleeking link because he had to wear a condom, but you're a fucking adulterer. Men are so stupid. And yeah, she's supposed to protect herself. You don't care nothing about her, but you keep saying that you care about her. But if you cared about her and your family and where she live and where your son is, you wouldn't do this type of shit. Calm down. So anyway, she just told him, listen, dude, I'm an independent woman. I don't know why she keeps saying, I'm independent, I'm independent, I'm independent, whatever. And so she gonna go get her own place. And he was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? She moving on. And she should. He country. He too country. So anyway, he said, you want my wife? And he said, you know, so he thinks she playing him. He said, well, you just keep over there waiting. And you going to be like waiting at Space Jam or some smart shit he said. You just be over there waiting. I'm like, dude, you ain't even no prize. Go the fuck on. Bye. You keep running after me. Okay. So, just go on because she ain't going to never change. And so then say Gucci and her man. And I forgot her husband's name. But the husband is talking because all the kids is gone, the house is empty. So he said he ain't been able, he ain't, oh, I was talking about, okay, so since Gucci said the reunion, she been selling houses, she been booked and busy, and her family's helping her. Her family is two of the daughters are like local stars or something. So anyway, the husband is talking that he ain't spent time with her and they ain't been by themselves and he ready to be alone with her. So he making this romantic dinner and he naked, or he look like he naked with the robe on. He got too much shit on. I don't like when older men, more mature men, I can't say old men, but older men, when they still wearing all that big ass jewelry and earrings and shit. You can still wear a little jewelry, but you need to calm it down some. But he got a big ass like a toe chain around his neck. So anyway, she said her real estate thing is doing good. He made her a romantic dinner. So she finally shows up. And she, boy, what you got on? Baby, I'm waiting for you, baby, to make all this hot, stinking loving with you, girl. Because we don't know how to be alone. We need to be naked up in here. I don't know. He just reminded me of this country-ass old man. So anyway, while they're sitting there eating dinner, and Gucci's like, what's going on? She said, because I know when I dress up and I wear heels, I know I'm wanting a bag or some shoes or some something. So he told her, well, I'm in here making all this food. You better come back here to make this apron rise up and, you know, make it do what it do and all that type of stuff. So anyway, as they're sitting there eating dinner, he come to her that his mama come to live with her. And she was like, hell no, she not. So I'm assuming that Gucci don't get along that good with his mother. So that was the end of that. And like I said, you too old to wear the damn jewelry. Then we show Tamara. Tamara and her man Damon finally live together in his place. I think it's too small. She don't seem to like it. He don't seem to be used to her living there. He said ever since they moved together, which is 2 months ago, they ain't having sex. He leave for work at 4:45 in the morning. She supposed to be making him some breakfast, and the reason why she supposed to make him breakfast not cause she the wife, is cause she don't do nothing but sit around all day. So while she's sitting there, it shouldn't take her that bad to cook breakfast for him for 15-20 minutes. And she's just saying that she don't like it. And see what she thought. He thought she was going to do was just move in and get comfortable, and he was going to get the cow before he got the milk. And he was getting some milk, and then that cow said, I'm going to get my own damn place, and I'm going to find my ring. But I think this was a good move-in for her, because I think she know now she don't want to marry him. I think she don't want to marry him, but she ain't going to say shit because of her age and because she want a baby and because she used to him. So we're going to see how this shit roll, but I don't think, and then I think he got too much expectations of her. You know, he want to come home, his house clean, or his shit left like how his shit was before she got there. So she was like, you know what, I need to get me a girl cave, so I'm fitting to roll. And I ain't playing with you. Where my ring at? This ain't give me no ring, and then all this did was you put on the shoes backwards, and then you still want to have sex with me. I'm not gonna have sex with you every day, living with you, and ain't got no ring, and I'm not your wife. Goodbye, Damone. Girl, get on, move on. Don't make him breakfast. I don't think the marriage is for him. I think you better find you somebody else to marry. Okay. Then we get to the damn, what's that light skinned one name married to Willie? Not Willie, married to the dude that's the newscaster guy. Damn, I can't. The Ferris Street light skinned girl. Well, anyway, she got 12 investors, and she wanted to open up first. No, she want to open up 12. The one that's got the restaurant. Well, I can't think of her name. She already got the building on Ferris Street. So anyway, she talking shit about Letitia, cause she was like, "Listen, I got a building already. I got investors. We ain't coming up here with no jokes. We gonna open up 12 restaurants on Ferris Street, and She was the first one to invest. She worked, and her husband, he working as a newscaster in New York Monday through Friday. And I like what they did. They have children, have 2 kids. She kept the baby, and he kept the oldest one. So there ain't too much pressure on her, so she can get some work done. And she said she don't know how she can do it without Willie. So while she in the house messing around with the baby, the door ring, and it's Gucci Man, and her Gucci Man. The Gucci realtor lady shows up at her house, and they can't believe they friends, because she said when she first met Gucci at the brunch, and she ain't really like him. She said, "Who the hell?" A grown ass woman calling herself Gucci, but she said now Gucci her bitch, so they real cool. So Gucci asked her if she has talked with Tamara. She was like, "Man, I don't know Tamara no more." She said, "Tamara I knew when school and shit wasn't no lie, but this one the lie said I called y'all ugly." She said, "I said this, I said that." She said, "I ain't say none of that shit, so no, I don't mess with her." But she said, you know, the real kicker was with Letitia. That's the one. Letitia is the one who started with Tamara, because she started this shit where, hey, your hairdresser, nail person is saying your boyfriend, all that type of shit. So she said she don't have time for that. So we see Letitia meeting with Gucci, because, like I told you, she told her husband that she was fitting to go find her own crib. So, and then she go, "Yeah, I gotta go find my own crib because I'm an independent woman." And I said, "Okay, you just said out of your mouth that you're an independent woman. So why are we watching this Marie lady, the Tina Marie, whatever her name is? I don't know. I can't remember nobody's name. The Marie lady move come in, the one with the pink on, and they call her Lady in Pink or whatever." And she says to her, Marie walk in, and she's like, and I'm an independent lady, but I need a second opinion. Well, if you're a boss bitch, you don't need nobody's second opinion. You know where you want to live, at least that. And then you see Marie say, because she coming to the meeting too to approve with y'all is, because she had something to do with his environment. But it ain't even your fucking kid, it's just your friend's son, and you don't have nothing to do with that. And then look at your own fucking kids. Your kids was a fucking mess, Marie. I don't believe she asking you for no help on her son, because I wouldn't. And so they sitting there talking about the apartment building. Then they start saying that then Gucci started telling Letitia and Marie how Latrice had her running all around town trying to find her warehouse, and then, you know, she never found. Next thing she knew, she see Latrice in the paper celebrating this big ass warehouse that she got through another realtor. So she said she mad because she running around and looking, and so she said, "Don't do that to me, Letitia. Don't have me running around looking for apartments and shit that's gated, and then you gonna go with another realtor, because that would be cool." And they was like, "No, girl, we would never do that." And then out of nowhere, here come Maria. "Now I know you moving with your mama, and you trying to get your own place, but have you cut the cookie off from Glenn? Have you stopped giving him sex, girl? Because if you ain't still riding, first of all, it's none of your fucking business." And that would be the end of that. And then from there, it'd be none of your business. If she want to have sex with him, she gonna have sex with him. It's her husband, even though I don't know why she keep putting all this. If Glenn do this, and he not gonna do none of that shit. Y'all been in and out of each other. He not. Just go on with your independentness and your entrepreneurship and leave him the fuck alone, because he's just a dog. He a dog. Anyway, I noticed this too. Everybody in that room, all the heavier ladies, the more curvaceous one, they wear their clothes too damn tight. How can you stand there? I'm little, and I can't stand shit sticking in the crack of my ass, and I can't stand my clothes too big either, because if they're too big, they go up in the crack of your ass. So I don't know, you can't win for losing. Okay, so then they go to Letitia, and Letitia's at her. She's walking up to her old store, because she's still in the same warehouse that she wanted to be out of. And it's a mess, because only half the store is hers now, because when she thought she had the other place that Gucci had secured for her, it didn't go through. The whole thing didn't work. And then she said Gucci was moving too damn slow for her. And she a businesswoman, so she made a business deal. And, you know, she ain't had time to wait for Gucci, so Gucci shouldn't be mad. She said she gave you a job to do, bitch, you ain't do it. So I got somebody else to do it, and I'm happy. Although she still got to wait like 6 or 7 months to move into her new building. And she feels some type of way, too, because she has to go now. Because all this going on now, she's delivering hair again, and she thought she would never have to do that. So the teacher said she was moving fast. She wasn't moving. Gucci wasn't moving fast enough for her. So then you got Joshy and you got Letitia talking because, like I said, they have he lived with them. They have a employee friendship relationship, and it's kind of high because he manages her store. And so, you know, she was like, you talk bad about my husband, which is what he should not do. And you say what you want to say to him, you not. And he just came out and said, your husband is an asshole. And she said, didn't I just kind of tell you can't say that type of shit, even though Cliff is an asshole. And said, you know, he said, listen, I just know what your problem is, Latrice. Now that you got somebody in the house that can see what's going on, you don't want nobody to see what's going on. So I'm gonna hurry up and get the fuck out of there. Just tell these people to fix this water, because I don't want to live out there with y'all either. So later on in the scene, you see Latrice. I guess she must have called her husband and said she was going out to have some drinks with Josh and another girl at work. So Josh saw her husband. I guess they must have monitors and shit on there. He show up, but they say he get there before the camera crew. So anyway, Zaddy show up and mad. So he walk in there on her and he tell her, you know, get up on there, talk to you, take this shit off. You wired up, take it off, you wired up. He said, come outside. So she talking to him. So it's starting to, he like, I need you to get outside. So anyway, I'm starting to see, I can see that the age difference thing, I think he jealous. I think that's why he want her to have a baby. I think he insecure. After I seen all this, I was like, girl, you living in some bad shit. He has got something going on. He wants you to have a baby to hold you down. That's why y'all be acting weird all these seasons when you start talking about him, because he wants your ass to have some kids, and and then you don't need him. Just get rid of his ass. So anyway, it's like she told Josh, well, now let me go back to her land of bed. And no matter what everybody else see, which is the truth, no matter what nobody tell you about your relationship, if you in it and you don't see and you don't feel it, you know it's something, you ain't not gonna get it till you get it. So I think that he could see. So anyway, they come outside, but the cameras come out. And he turned around like he's somebody, like he a star of the show. And he like, camera crew, get back in the club or some shit, so you know they don't go nowhere. They're not listening to him. And then he go to grab her, and she said, don't touch me like that. So she shows that, you know, she says she's embarrassed. There's people outside. She a businesswoman. People look up to her. She don't like this kind of shit. Even with all that, she just one of the type of people that don't like to be embarrassed and humiliated. That is more, I think, frightening her anyway. So Cliff screaming like he said, you know, he talking shit. He telling telling her shit like, you know, he said something. He called her a bitch, and that she told her she keep being a dirty snake, and that if his friends don't respect her, then the motherfuckers can't fuck with her, who she is, and if they don't respect him, then they won't be messing with her. And then they show his cameo, and he say, you know, she could do all that shit outside the house, but when it comes to this marriage, when I put my foot down and say shit stop to protect the marriage, then that's how shit gonna stop, or if not, it won't be protected. And from there, to me, my opinion, I ain't heard it nowhere, and ain't nobody said nothing. In my opinion, I think he be in there whooping her ass. You know, if nothing else, he verbally abuses her. A snake. I have never heard her talk to her husband like that. I mean, she might call him foolish or a clown, but a snake, and she a bitch, and not me. I'd hit that old motherfucker straight in the face. Yeah. And after he said all that shit to her, like it's gonna be our way, the highway, you know that y'all heard the shit, y'all was watching. And if you wasn't watching it, it was that same old shit. It's the house. I'm running the house. I'm the head of the household. I'm the top of the household. I'm the size of the house. I hold the house up. I'm the fucking, you know, but a graham cracker. And she the damn, the beams or whatever the fuck. She the frame. But anyway, after he said all that shit to her, I'm gonna tell you what she said. She just said, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I like that. Don't think I like that. So, I mean, all of us like that pretty picture. I liked it too. Trust me. I liked it too. You don't mind a couple people knowing what's going on, but when you feel like the whole world know that shit ain't what it look like, that you got the G-Wagon and you got the head all celebrity wearing and you the thinnest one in the group and your husband got the green eyes and you got the nice house and you the one that ain't got no kids pulling all over you and shit. It still don't mean just because the picture is pretty don't mean the story is. So with that, I'm gonna get out of here. And I saw some of the episodes to come for the season. Looks very interesting, but I don't like to see no families break up. But that one is in trouble for real. And I think she gonna try to have a baby. Girl, don't have no baby. You don't want no damn baby. Just don't. Everybody ain't gotta have one. Hell, I'm telling you, if I couldn't have grandbabies, I wouldn't have mine. That ain't sound right. Well, anyway, kids are a lot of responsibility. If I would have known better, I wouldn't have had no kids. My kids know that though. But anyway, I keep saying, but anyway, I'm gonna get off this thing. I got one more recap to do, and then I gotta get ready for the Real Housewives of Atlanta episode 3. Okay, thank you. Like, comment, not comment, say whatever you want to say. Bye.